Greetings, YouTube. I know I am slightly late, but I just drove through a hydroplaning highway for an hour and a half and almost didn't make it. But I am here now, and Kickrocks has been so kind as to put Jason on the board to start off this broadcast, stream number 2017. Jordan Ison's also here. Are you still with Victoria? How's she doing? Good to see you. We've missed you. Happy poll night. Okay. Let's start off with the fun one. Herald of None is also here at 3:03 a.m. Jordan, she's had a really tough week, but I'm sure she would say hello if she was here. Mayo Charles, it's technically Mayo Friday, so hey, TSK Charles, from one Mayo to another, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Ryan Veda with the $10 holler wants Legacy and Earth 25 on the wall. Joey A. Luke, where's Jugs? This isn't a true poll. Luke, are you new to this? We do one at a time. One at a time, boss. We're not doing multiple. It would be faster, but it wouldn't be as good data if you're putting 3 or 4 options up. Also, we have an Honor Nexus with 3 names already. Daniel, how do you know this? Is this a rumor or is this on the forums? Also, Doom is up by 30%. Kickrocks, your man is staying for another 3 months. Ryan Veda also puts Joel on the wall. Ryan, do you want to change the Honor Nexus of red or keep it? And Joel helps us get to an honored assembly. Bark that chicken. Earth 25, did you send me this? Because we need to talk about this. A lot. Jordan says I've been retired from the game for about 6 months, but I've got to come back and check in with my favorite streamer. Well, that's so nice of you. I'm still here. Still kicking it. Y'all, this is breaking news to me. When did that post happen? We gotta stop everything. Well, I mean, we'll still do polls. Well, we can do 2 things at once. We gotta talk about this. Super Cali, maybe. I've done that a couple times, but not much. We also almost have 40 people here. That's awesome to start off on a Friday night. All right, let me black out this screen while we're barking that chicken. I got the shirt on. Alright, Kickrocks and Earth 25 both put up messages at the same time. But let's talk about this. Also, Saying Over is a new member. Is this back-to-back nights with a new member? That hasn't happened ever, maybe? You also get your name on the wall. Mr. Saying Over, thank you so much. Daniel, that's a good point. Okay. Alright, Absorbing Man kept his spot. Alright, I guess it's better to read both. Thank you, Kickrock Center 25 for sending both. 1 second, I'll pull up his link. And then I will pause the music because we are not in a position to listen to any music. Alright, here we go. Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Full disclosure, I was not prepared to record a video during this broadcast. You can see there are some names on the wall. We had a new member in the broadcast today. It's been a good broadcast. I was just wanting to vote on some Mystic champs to drop the new top 10 Mystic poll on Saturday. And then I was flooded with multiple messages from multiple people, including Kick Rocks and Earth25, shout out, who said, Prof, Kabam's thinking about nerfing Hercules. And I thought, no. Are y'all like a few cocktails deep? There's no way that's true. Not after, 3 years? Let's not overreact. Let's not get too emotional. But then they sent me the forum post, of which I have not taken a look at that until this moment. So let's just see what was written and then dissect it from there. WM187 on this technically Friday says, hey Kabam MCOC, I just had to post this. I'm seeing tons of rumors on Reddit and global chat that Hercules is getting nerfed before 8.4's release. I'm a huge fan of Hercules, and he's got me through all of story modes and highly anticipating 8.4's release. It will be a huge, I'm going to guess, letdown could be a word, but he's saying downfall of the MCOC economy. Okay, he is using my own language. He is saying that the MCOC economy will change forever and be the downfall of itself if Hercules is nerfed, and I can't argue that, honestly. And I know there are tons of people who will post that nerfing Hercules after this message. I just want a clear answer from one of the Kabam mods. It said on the next live stream, Twitch, they will announce it. Now look, trusting Reddit is not a great life. I would not normally do that because anyone can say anything on Reddit. But in this case, it is a very important topic because it's literally the backbone of this game. And here's what's interesting. There have been Hercules-esque players over the years, and Hercules-esque champions, I should say, but Kabam always finds a reason to nerf them. But Kabam Broccoli stated that wasn't going to be possible with Hercules because if you nerf him, you're nerfing other really important utilities of other champions. Let's see if the economy of the game has changed forever, though, as we continue. If they wanted to nerf Hercules, they would have already done it. Now, mini MF, we have seen them say that about Mole Man, and he was still nerfed. So that argument doesn't necessarily hold logic. You're going to Reddit and Global for information, that's your problem. Shots fired. A lot of skepticism. So right now, you don't find it boring using the same champ for everything? I don't use Hercules for everything. If there's poison nodes, he's going to immediately go down to 1% and then not be able to knock out the defender in time. There's also, Hercules was not a good attacker for this last Battlegrounds meta. He doesn't have damage over time. Can't obviously use Hercules for all pass, exactly. So, we can scroll down and scroll down and scroll down and scroll down. The big question is, are we going to get an actual Kabam response? By the way, Captain Roger says, y'all are disgusting. What a profound statement. Hercules has more in his kit apart from immortality. Easy access to true sense and BG, yellow numbers just by a small ramp up. He is a great champ even without immortality. So if Kabam introduces anti-immortality nodes, still Herc will hit hard. Kabam's already introduced anti-immortality nodes. They've also introduced champions as defenders and attackers, I guess, that actually take away immortality. So they've nerfed Hercules indirectly, but never directly. Bunch of people panicking. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Still keep scrolling down. Kabam Mike has entered the chat. We do want to nerf Hercules. That is the opening statement. I don't know about you, but in my head, I was thinking to myself, this is clickbait. This is drama. This is overly emotional BS. This can't be true. But he starts it off saying the leaks were accurate. Whoa. There's no time limit on when that can happen. That said, we have no plans for that at this time. Okay, but again, if you're saying, I'm not going to rob you today, I'm going to rob you in like 6 months. That doesn't make you relax, that makes you anxious. Like that actually provides some level of PTSD. We will continue to design around him for now. Or figure out solutions that we have for Magic and Quake, such as limiting his rarity. Well, we already knew there was never going to be a 7-star Hercules. Kabam Jax has made that quite clear on multiple occasions with the live streams on Twitch. We're adding more nodes that negate immortality. So no, Hercules is not getting nerfed, and he could have just left it at that, but he kept the word yet in there. The whole point of the rebalancing program was to stop the next Hercules from being the next Hercules. But it turns out that Hercules is still costing Kabam so much money, allegedly, that they're still committed to going, in a sense, against their own word. This is like not something I thought was even going to be a debatable topic. Kabam Mike's flat out saying it's not if it's going to happen, but when. Also, it would not be bad for the MCOC economy. It will only do good. Okay. Now you're raining on my parade and I'm taking my glasses off because I'm the one that talks about the economy of the game changing forever, not you. Sorry, headphone users. The economy of the game would only be good for Kabam if Hercules was nerfed, because then you couldn't clear through content so fast. But for the player base, it'd be theft. It would be saying, we know this car has been performing so well for 5 years, but we're actually going to limit how fast it can go. We're going to change how many seats are in it. We're not even going to let you choose a paint color anymore. But it'll still kind of be the car you bought, so be happy that the car still exists. I'm putting these glasses back on. Yes, the economy of the game would change forever, and it would be the beginning of the end. Because if Kabam thinks that they're losing money by having too many players use Hercules now, just imagine how many of those players will leave the game or turn into free-to-play players who don't spend if they do this. And I can all but guarantee you, and you can write this prediction down now, that Kabam will lose more money in the long run by turning off loyal players by doing this than they will in the short term by giving us reasons to essentially use other champions. I would rather them ban Hercules on certain paths of 8.4 than change anything to do with his kit. Or just make the nodes that we've talked about before, like Safeguard and toxic nodes that make you be inflicted with things like poison the minute you do a hit. Because Hercules may have immortality, but if you're taking a bunch of poison damage at the beginning of the fight and you go down to 1%, you're probably not going to knock out that defender before you get knocked out, so you're still going to be using revives. If Hercules is nerfed, I believe it will be the beginning of the end for MCOC. And I do not want that, for obvious reasons, most of all for this amazing community. If Kabam Mike's thinks it's a good idea, he's an idiot. And maybe you would say, we already know that. I could talk about this for another 50 minutes, but I'm not going to. Earth25, Kick Rocks, others, thank you for sitting this. I'm going to go calm down now. I am not saying this for a YouTube video. I am saying this because it's what I truly believe, and hopefully I have voiced this and the frustration of community members in this video. And that is how you record a YouTube video when you're angry. Now, let's get back to the polls. I'm sorry if you feel like it was awkward for me to witness that live on YouTube, but your boy doesn't hold back. Also, we're back to the polls. Alex, good evening. Sorry, I'm just now saying hello. I'm a little annoyed. I'm just going to title this a very fair title. If Hercules gets nerfed, Kabam risks the beginning of the end for MCOC. They risk it. Maybe it'll be proving me wrong. And it won't happen. But it's a risk. It's also Kabam waving the white flag that they just made too good of a champion. And even with new nodes and new path requirements and all the other stuff, he's still too good. Also, we got 55 viewers, 27 likes. Hit that like button to prevent Hercules from being nerfed. That's a joke. That's not actually how this works. I just wanted to say that. Also, Jugs, shout out to KT1, who I believe is Mr. Jugs, or at least the fan of Mr. Jugs. All right, well, wow. Brooklyn Blaze, good to see you. I'm trying to process what just happened with Hercules. Dale Simpson's back. Dale, it's been so long. Ashton 316 is back. He says, I took the 12.0 BS, but if they nerf Hercules, I'm done. Yeah, you're not alone. All right, well, for those of you who are worried that the Jugs hype was going to be too crazy, he's done. He's at number 3. Moan Palmer's here. Whew. I am fired up about this. This is like dropping a bomb on me right before we go live. Right as we go. Jordan says, Prof, how's the Oklahoma State football team going to look in the Big 12? They'll be competitive, but we can't pay the NIL price for our best players. So I fear like a lot of schools that are around Oklahoma State's caliber will kind of be a breeding grounds for like the Alabamas and the Ohio States to swoop in and take our best players and just offer them more cash. That's the new world of college football. But hopefully I'm wrong. Not trying to be Mr. Negative. But my goodness. What is Kabam thinking? I thought for sure I was going to read that post and he was going to be like, Hercules is not going to be nerfed. We will continue to build nodes that discourage you from only using him, but he is staying put, like we have said for 3 years. And I would have said, that's the right choice. And it's natural for them to make nodes that force you to use other champions at times. But no. No. Freaking Friday. What the heck is this? Okay. Damex, yes, I did hear that. What's up, Super Cali? Roan, get ready. I'm actually going to post that video in like 9 minutes while we're live. I'm not saying go watch it while we're live, but I am so fired up. I mean, seriously. If this game does die because of that decision, it should be in every case study graduate management textbook for the rest of time of how to kill a great thing. Seriously. It should be in case study after case study after case study. And everybody will say, can you believe that's what did it? And everybody should say, duh. Yeah, I should be able to believe that. Yeah. All right, Black Widow Clairvoyant. Sorry to Mom vs. America Chavez. She won that one. Welcome, Steven. Welcome, Rob. Welcome, Echo. Jordan, that's the goal. That is the goal. Damex, that's kind of what we're saying. Also, you all are doing amazing. We're knocking these polls out super fast thanks to you all voting immediately. And Chavez held on comfortably to that spot. Let's go back to this. By the way, we've got some really important new champions to introduce to this poll there to shake things up. And Tigra has just surpassed Wicked. I mean, I think that's fair. I think Tigra is kind of like Quake and Magic. She will age like a fine wine as the game evolves. But this is going to be a fun poll for us to debate next. Saying over says, hey, Prof, I reposted my submission on Evizone. It's only 500 minutes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Or 25, Prof, if they nerf Hercules, I will be seriously quitting because I spent actually money to get the champ. I mean, again, you and 100,000 other people. Maybe more than that. All right. The rise of Tigra. You just never, ever know who's going to jump up the pole. Internet phrases. On a given night. All right, let's see how Tigra does here. Whew. This is a good poll. Whoa. We have an impressive amount of Tigra fans. Jason, that's a good way to voice it. All right, look, I don't agree with this. But then again, if I stop and think, I actually do use Tigra more in Battlegrounds now than I do Black Widow Clairvoyant. So maybe I do agree with this. I'm just in denial. Whew. Amen, the exit. All right. Rentra held on. Whoa. Wait up. All right, we got to redo it. The poll broke. Sorry, y'all. It was a 10% lead on my end, and then when I stopped it, it flipped. So we're going to have this one go a little bit longer than usual so we don't have that happen again. We had a poll error. That was crazy. There was 29 votes. And Tigra had won, or Rentra had won, and then there were 30 votes. And like, look at this poll is crazy. I've never seen a poll this broken. All right, Rentra that time won. Be nice, Joel. The poll turned out to be how you wanted. Okay. Daniel brings up a point that I'm going to make in my video tomorrow when I actually have time to go to sleep. Why would anyone spin on this game again if they nerf Hercules? No one would or should trust them, knowing any character they buy or spin can be nerfed 3 years later. And after they've said on record multiple times they are not touching him. But they will touch people, internet phrases, in the content creator program. Or at least in the rebalancing program. Through the CCP help. Anyway. All good, Joel. We survived. Okay. I am going to set that video to drop 2 minutes. I am shook. I thought he would at least say like the politically safe thing and say we're looking into ways to nerf Hercules. Okay, well, they've been doing that for 3 years. But to say we do want to nerf Hercules. Herc is not getting nerfed yet. I'm just going to leave this post on there because I can't believe the words. I really think took a accidental cocktail or something because I must be hallucinating. Also, Mystic Spidey. Yo, we've had a lot of upsets tonight. Maybe we're upset, which is leading us to upset polls. Okay. Sarah Dean, Command Mike has announced today that Hercules will be getting a nerf at some point. And Mystics by Daniel says, I wanted it to be a super chat, but too long. Thanks. Daniel, that is so kind of you for the $2. We'll put your name on there. 1, 2, 3, Technically, we're just going to call this a multiverse. Because tonight, with the Hercules announcement, it's the multiverse of madness. Okay, so Mystic Spidey, golly, Mystic Spidey, with the most love we have ever seen, by far. Like, by far. Okay. Y'all, is Black Widow clairvoyant not getting the votes in your eyes because she just doesn't do that high a damage? Her yellow numbers aren't that big? We're also only 4 likes away from 50. Oh, Super Cali, that's a fun question. I like that question. I would rank Hulk. Hulk's the future of the game. As a 7-star, you'll be thankful you did that too. Saiyan Over says, Herc and Kabam is rocket and high evolutionary. Shots fired. Ashton says, seriously, playing this game is like being in a toxic relationship. We get gaslighted constantly. They change the rules to suit themselves, and anything that gives you an advantage gets changed immediately. But anything that gives them an advantage, they delay the change. Big Dog Ace, I'm not gonna lie, my friend. I'm gonna follow a suit with you. Legally, I should say, after the broadcast. But if I try that, my head's not going to be in the right space to complete the poll night, so I've got to be responsible. Dr. Doom, it's an abusive relationship. You know, we've given so much. Josh, Mama Bear's helping me use her, actually. I haven't been able to use her yet in Battlegrounds, which was a big goal of mine, but we'll see. All right, Black Widow Clairvoyant holds on. That gives me a little hope in what I thought was true. All right, here's another fun one, y'all. We've got a bunch of really fun. I think the Mystic class is kind of underrated for how deep it is. Internet phrases. Like, this is a fun poll. Webby's here. Webby, did you hear about? Thanks, Big Dog. I'll take a rain check for like, I don't know, 30 minutes from now. Alex, we do choose this life. That could also be the Oklahoma state motto. Wow, our first too close to call. 44 votes, 50-50, which means half the people are going to be thankful and half the people are going to be raged. Just how we like it on this channel. Wow. Keep voting, people. Still too close to call. Thank you, Dr. Doom. I'm trying. Ha! Well, Brooklyn Blaze, what a sacrifice. All right, well, Dragon Man hit the minimum after 46 votes. Holy cow. Okay. Still 2 likes away from 50. We can get there. All right. My Battle Realm bestie, Katie Candy, has not liked Hercules since day one. Not since day one. All right, Dragon Man. Wait, where did it go last? Yeah, Dragon Man barely held on, but we had just enough conclusiveness for that. Okay. This will be a fun one. Vitalik, it was going pretty well until the news hit about Hercules. Just don't make him a 7-star ever. No one expects that anyway. Oh. Well, remember, Luke, a top 10 champ in a class is still an amazing honor. And we have over 70 people here. All right. Oh, okay, so technically it went to 50-50, but right before Mystic Spidey was up by 6%. So that's why y'all, you got to get super fast if you want to do it, because we've got so many polls left. We've got to hit there. All right. We'll see what happens. Now it's going to be the start of the video, because we're at number 10. And we're going to do that. Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I am still processing this post before we go to, like, our Google Doc with the poll results, because I don't want this to be real. I want this to be a bad dream. I don't want to make any clicks or YouTube revenue off of this topic. I just want it to be gone. But apparently that's not the world we live in. That's, it's really scary. Scary is maybe a little bit of an emotional exaggeration, but when you love a game so much and you think that it's doing well, and then one of the reasons why a bunch of people play could be taken away or at least lessened, yeah, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. All right, back to the poll. All right, y'all. We are going to start the ascension to see how high Wolfie, aka Werewolf by Night, goes. And if the first poll is any indication, he's not done. Okay. Also, shout out to 70 people who are watching this live. That's amazing. On a Friday night. Werewolf by Night got the first 10 votes. I feel like this poll is broken. Okay, well, needless to say, 87-13 is about as broken as it gets. Wow. Yeah. This is like putting up someone for the slaughter. He's just totally destroying everything so far, which I think makes sense. All right, let's keep it going. I'm really excited to see where he ends up in the top 20 poll. That's going to be fun. Real fun. What's up, Satar? Good to see you. Did you hear the news about, well, a couple people. Specifically Hercules. That's right, Brooklyn Blaze. Especially after your edible situation. Y'all, when's our boy Werewolf by Night gonna even have a challenge? He hasn't been within, what, 50% so far? Holy cow. Webby, that is so sad. That is the second time in 2 nights that somebody said that. Thank you for trying. That's frustrating to somebody who appreciates all support, and also frustrating for you who actually processed it. I mean, it's just bad. Okay. So, let's do... Webby, I think there's a way that you can get a refund if it didn't go through, because that's some BS. All right, well, Werewolf by Night has been beating everybody he's been up against in this poll by about 70%. I cannot think of a single time that we have had that happen in the history of this. Also, Darren says hit that liking button, and his donation went through. Darren, I will add you to the wall. Thank you so much. Maybe this will be the first one that actually gets some competition. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're all in a bad dream right now. Darren, you are on there. Thanks again. Alex, I know, right? All right, so Werewolf by Night did get his first competition, but he still won by double digits. Wow. Okay, that's weird. All right. Now is where it starts to get a little bit interesting, because this is your top 5. Sarah, it's all good. I think the poll was a lot more than 1 vote. Wow. How did Tigra do so much worse than Black Widow Clairvoyant? Oh, sometimes I don't understand this. But, alright, officially the worst Wolfie can be, who wasn't in the poll 3 months ago, is number 5. Now, we know that's going to be the same way when we put up Bullseye in 3 months. And Onslaught, for that matter. Alright. Wow. Darren, yeah, White Tiger, for sure, can be that. Oh. Alright, this is too close to call. 50-50 through 30. We gotta let this thing breathe for longer than usual. It's too close. This is going back and forth. Wow. Look at this. All right. Ooh. I don't know if it stops there. I don't know. This is wild. Steve Martinez with a $10 holler. Sorry about Hercules, Prof. Add him to the wall and yourself. Y'all, we just had the 8% threshold. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Down goes Rentra. Werewolf by Night is up to number 4. Wow. And some of you are super excited, and some of you are angry. Like our man Jose Rivera Valentin. Sorry about the moose. You know what? We're almost to an honored male verse. Herc and Thank you again, Steven. Wow. This poll is another... Y'all, we could do this poll 5 times and all be different. But Werewolf by Night? Just jump jugs. Sorry, KT. Shout out. When that poll in... Oh. Well, it was 50-50 when it ended. Okay, you know what? We're going to redo it. We're going to do it. Because it went to 50-50. For the moment, this was the new place. We can bring it back. I'm going to keep this poll alive for 1 minute. And we shall see what it looks like after 1 minute. I'm not going to end it like usual. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 30 seconds. Well, Aiko, come on, boss. All right, Jugs is now up by 10%. To the people who were upset because the Jugs was getting the late push, internet phrases, he stopped Wolfie's momentum. You shall not pass. Officially, Jugs holds on by double digits. Now we have to do some honorable mentions. Besides Hood, is there anybody else you all would like to put up to the poll to see if they're at least an honorable mention before we stop this video? Steven, I completely understand. I hope that's not true. I completely understand. Saying over, still gonna name the video Rise of the Wolf. How? Alright, so Wiccan held his spot. Anybody else we're gonna throw against Wiccan? Ebony Maw. Okay, let's do Ebony Maw next. Oh, that's right. Let's do that after this. Okay. Jason, thank you. I blanked on him. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Ooh. Yeah, we cannot miss Kindred. If you're yelling at your TV, Kindred! Kindred! We heard you. It just took a while. We heard you, though. Alright, so Wiccan has held off. Broken Arrow, Absorbing Man is number 2. Alright. Now, I think Kindred should be the last one. Mojo was, like, voted last time number 21, maybe? Oh, I'm so glad Jason said something, and I would not have been happy with myself had we forgotten. We've never forgotten somebody that potentially important. Well, Kindred's already in the top 10. Sorry about you. America Chavez becomes the first honorable mention, and now we shall see how high he climbs. So, Mayo Charles, we did put the Switch up there last time, and she fell well out of the top 10. I don't know how many people actually use... Anybody watching this use the Black ISO Store Scarlet Witch at all anymore? Any version of Scarlet Witch on a daily basis? But also, it's not a champ you can get from the basic or featured pool, so it kind of breaks the rules of this poll series anyway. Wow. Kindred has mocked his place in the poll so far. I'm so glad somebody said something. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't know why I forgot him. I would have been so mad at myself. We would have had to redo this entire thing because I would not have felt good about the results. All right. Rob, I have not checked the Deathless store. What should I go check out? Ooh. All right. Right now, if you're not seeing this live, it's Kindred versus Mystic Spidey. We're also only 5 likes away from 69. That's amazing. Yeah, Brooklyn Blaze Wong is not on there. Ryan Diablo last time fell out. Long shot we can try. All right. Kindred once again rises to the occasion. Here we go. Ryan, Kushala is too new. Kushala will be an April champ to vote on. For sure. Alright. The poll kind of shifted a little bit. Yeah, it goes from like 10% to 2%. So it's too close to call. We're going to let this Kindred Black Widow Clairvoyant poll go a little bit longer so we don't make the same mistake we made last time by ending it at 50-50. So we're going to let this breathe just a little bit more. Because right now it's 50-50. Oh. Ooh. Yo, this is fascinating. It's like old school versus new school. 50-50 through 42 votes. That's crazy. If it gets to 6%, we call it. That's the rule of the channel. There it is. All right. Mine says 53-46 Black Widow Clairvoyant. Kindred is going to have its shot to get revenge in 3 months, but for now, not so much. Now we're going to do America Chavez versus Longshot. This has been really fascinating. Dynamics, what does cake and baseball have in common? They both need a batter. Oh, that's good. I love that. All right, America Chavez held off Longshot. B. Beck, Prop 5 can proudly say I'm the only player with negative 30,000 units. Are you in unit jail right now? Okay, and the last one you all said to put up. So technically I can do this. I feel like we're doing pretty good on this poll. Pretty good. Yeah. Y'all, we gave it your run, but yeah, that's not even close. So, if you just are coming to the poll, Doom 1, Absorbing Man 2, Jugs 3, Werewolf by Night 4, Rintra 5, Tiger 6, Black Widow Clairvoyant 7, Kindred 8, Mystic Spidey 9, Dragon Man 10. That's a solid 10. I'm not saying I even agree with it, but it's a solid 10. First honorable mention, America Chavez. Let's open some crystals. If you're watching live, stay tuned. If not, thanks for tuning in. This was a lot of polls. My fingers are tired, internet phrases, but I'm thankful we did this. Good night. And hey, Brooklyn Blaze with a $5 PayPal. Oh, thank you, Brooklyn Blaze. Let's throw that name on there. We're just going to say we're in a Mayo verse. I don't even know if we are, but you know what? Tonight, freaking Hercules nerfed verse. Now, there are certain ways that you could nerf a champion that makes them still, I mean, pretty good. Like, I still feel like Mole God's an example of that. But you could also just nerf them with nodes to where you can't use them and then not touch them. That would be nice. Alex, Black Widow Clairvoyant has so much utility. She deserves some love. She deserves some love. And we gave it to her. Werewolf by Night. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, we're 3 likes away from 69. Is Mama Bear here? Did she check out? Does anybody know? Also, that's how long we were doing polls. The game had to reset. Wow. Let's just call her and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? You know? Famous last words, right?
Hello?
Mama! We didn't see you in the chat, so I thought I'd call you and see what happens.
I got a little distracted. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I didn't want to make you mad by calling you, but figured if you were wanting to talk, the poll's over, so that's, you know, I don't call you till the poll's over.
Who won?
Okay, so this is the final 10. By the way, Sasquatch was not forgotten, Alex. He doesn't make the top 15. Now, if we were doing Defenders, he would. But,
oh, yeah.
Doom 1, Absorb Man 2, Jugs 3, Werewolf by Night 4, Rentra 5, Tiger 6, Black Widow Clairvoyant 7, Kindred 8, Mystic Spidey 9, Dragon Man 10. First honorable mentions go to America Chavez and Wiccan.
Y'all are busted. Sleep on America Chavez.
Well, she's your rank 3.
She is my rank 3 along with many, many others.
But consider this.
I can do I do, when I use her, I'm just doing a regular 5-hit combo. I'm hitting 20, 30,000 crits on each hit.
That's amazing. So you are to America Chavez as I am to Toad. Toad is in my top 5 mutant champs.
I like Toad also.
In my own channel poll, he finished number 1 honorable mention at 11 last night.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to keep it together.
Evizone.
I'm going to need to take something to relax me after this that's really strong. Because of
it's seriously, if that happens, I'm done. I'm done.
But you will be representing like thousands of people, maybe tens of thousands of people.
I won't even, like, people are like, okay, don't spend on the game. Everybody just go free to play. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
No, it wouldn't work. Unless it's technically a nerf.
Get a certain champ, and for 3 years later, they want to nerf him.
Yo, I'm just in total.
I say to that. I mean, I can't say it on this channel, but
I'm in total denial because it's the dumbest move that a company that's trying to keep an economy of a game stable can do. Zuzzy, if you missed it, Kabam Mike said tonight it is not an if but a when that Hercules will receive some kind of nerf. He said it hasn't happened.
I literally have people paying money, hard-earned money, to try and get Hercules.
Yeah.
And now it's stupidity.
It's the worst. It's the worst. It makes me sick. I can't defend it. I don't want this to be real. I just don't. It's really. I'm trying to remember. Dang, it's still 23. All right. I don't know what we should open. That's my problem. Webby said, I want all my money back from this game. I could buy a pink helicopter.
I could buy a nice purse, like a Gucci purse.
All right, Mr. E-Man. I will. Daniel, you're right. Hercules is not a Necropolis option. That was the Rise of Aegon.
Yeah, why don't they nerf Aegon?
All right, let's go to this deathless story he's talking about. Whoa. Okay, so you've got... Is this new? This is for the 6-star, not the 7-star? It's these prices for the 6? Kick Rocks, is that your dream car? Wow, right now 73% is on your side, mama.
Right. Stand together, people.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm just shook. Is this real life? Like, it's January 26th, some random Friday. By the way, y'all, I do have some exciting news that might make my blood pressure go down temporarily. My university for the last couple years, maybe last year, has decided that it needs to help recruit students by going into professors' classes and filming the best classes or the most popular classes in the university, then to promote the lectures online. And for the first time ever, the university is bringing in multiple camera people to film one of my lectures on Monday. And it's going to be the evolution of the Budweiser Super Bowl commercial brand and its inevitable rise and fall. So if you would like to watch me lecture a college lecture and not a YouTube and actually see what my real job is, that will be available, at least highlights of it, at some point this year.
Very cool.
Zero Frost Ninja, has Absman clean swept the polls yet? He swept him till number 2. He didn't beat Doom. Do you think, Zero Frost Ninja, that he's better than Dr. Doom?
No.
Oh, Damex, if you think I make a lot of puns on YouTube, you should see me in class. You guys can kind of control me. My students just have to sit there and take it. Internet phrases.
I may have to get up and walk out.
Well, you'd be late anyways.
I probably would be.
I know. We've talked about that so much. All right, you know what? I know I usually have rules. We're going to open some daily Valiants because those things are always great, and I need to clinch my thirst of this trash. Also, Ryan Veda, do you want to keep the Lord and Savior of the channel as the profile pic or go with somebody else? You technically own profile pic rights, I do declare.
I do declare.
All right, Zero Frost Ninja says that he does think Doom is less dominant than Absorbing Man. Interesting.
Well, to each his own.
Okay, we'll keep him. This will be the last thing we do. It's already 10 o'clock. Steven, it is true. It gave me luck. Greetings, YouTube. I was not planning on doing a bunch of the things we've done in this broadcast because I think so many people, including myself, are trying to process Kabam Mike's very matter-of-fact statement about the plans for Hercules. Now, nerfs can be small and they can be big. They can be patch 12.0 or they can be Mole God, where after a while you think this champion's still so good, I don't even remember what got nerfed. Hercules...
Baron Zemo.
Baron Zemo. Yeah, I think Baron Zemo's still really good.
I use him a lot, yeah.
I forgot he was nerfed. So, you know, in fairness, if they nerf Hercules, but the immortality stays and the big yellow numbers stay, and they just kind of tweak a couple things, yeah, I'll be disappointed, but I might live to fight another day. But if they take away his immortality, or they heavily reduce his attack or something, goodbye game. 68% of the poll audience right now said they would walk away from the game if Hercules was seriously nerfed. Not minorly nerfed, but seriously. Kabam has to know that this is how the community feels, because we've been saying this for like 3 years.
Well, the fact that they're even considering it 3 years later after the champ.
I just can't. I can't defend it. I can't justify it.
It's absurd.
Kick Rocks, I agree.
Voice words for Kabam Mike. That's all I gotta say.
By the way, y'all, because the question's already pitched to me. Prof, what will your channel be if MCOC is gone? You think I have a plan? Do I look like a guy who has a plan? I have no idea. I thought
I think just sit here and talk BS to each other.
Well, we already do that.
Oh, that's true.
That wouldn't be different. All right, we've got 4 crystals. How many times are we backing out?
4.
Tupper just wants more food polls. Yeah, that'll bring the people to the live stream. Just debating food every night. Saying over, the deathless parts, I guess, are available in some cases as a 6-star, but that's it. All right, Mama, first one's on the real. What if we get our first free 7-star from this? What if Kabam is like secretly listening to this and is like, we need to make Prof happy because he's hurting the reputation of our game by being Mr. Negative and not supporting our Hercules nerf plan? Well, Kabam, time to see what you've got planned for these crystals. Tell me when to tap, Mama.
No.
B-Beck, my fashion reviews would be what not to wear. And it would be me wearing something. And you saying that's not what to wear. Oh! Can you imagine if my first one was 7-star Domino? I know you're not as big of a fan of Domino as I am, but that would have been incredible. Instead, it's the usual, like, 20% of a Tier 3 Alpha. Although it formed one. Saying over, I'm glad somebody got the Heath Ledger reference. I tend to sneak in movie quotes into my rants from time to time to see if anybody catches them. All right, Mama, tell me when to tap.
Right? No.
All right. Come on, give us something to make that Hercules stench go away. And this is the worst thing you can do. Half of a Tier 5 skill, I believe. 22,500. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Steve, when somebody sees how exhausted I am after Hercules has been nerfed, I'm going to walk straight up to them and I'm going to say, do you want to know how I got these scars? Zero Frost Ninja says, let's be honest, in the game modes that are most interesting to people like Battlegrounds and Alliance War, Herc is not the best of the best. He's a good champ, but he's not broken. He's mostly broken in story content, Alliance quests, and incursions. Although
Which is all the more reason to leave him alone.
Exactly. I think that's his point. Night, Rob. All right, tell me when to tap.
No.
Also, Bill Carter, yeah, a lot of people still don't have Hercules, and that's also by design. Oh. All right. I thought these crystals would make me feel better, but they haven't.
Are not.
I am drowning my nerf Hercules sorrows in these crystals. All right, tell me when to pop. Let's see if the team pop works better for the last one.
No.
Survey says, oh, good grief. This matches quite accurately my feelings on the Hercules nerf. You hoped for the best, and you got something you thought was the worst you'd seen. Oh, what a weird batch of 4 crystals. This is not legendary. I want to end this video with something positive. I don't want to be Mr. Negative more than I have to be, but I can't lie to you. I'm really bummed out right now. Like, I feel like there's this cloud of sadness over my head that I can't shake. Kick Rocks, thank you for the donations. Ryan Beta, thank you as well. DC Metal, thank you. Saying over, thank you. Brooklyn Blaze, thank you. We will see you all Saturday night for the next class poll, the last class poll, which is, of course, the science class. Until then, have a good one. Thanks for watching.
Good night.